Hey guys, welcome back to Chip's podcast. How's everyone doing on Open Doors? Hope you're all well, and we're going to do a news report. Okay, so today everyone knows this man, right? Benny Keys. Okay, so do you remember this?
Since the abduction of my beautiful daughter, at least 15 other children have been reported missing. No worries. No worries, brother. I am learning. Where was I at here? I'm sorry, Don. I am learning this through all the hate. Love is only one subject.
Can you remember that? Okay, just let's play a little bit more. Bear with me, guys. We're coming to it. What I'm going to be doing.
Leading nowhere. But love leads everywhere, touches everyone, and has many subjects on so many different topics like kindness, caring, peace, happiness, support, etc.
Remember this? Good. Hold on a sec, guys. Bear with me. Remember this?
You're not hearing me. You guys are not hearing me.
Not all mutts are dumb.
Well, these fucking mutts are dumb.
Do you think the abductor knew the dogs? And
It
that's
don't
why.
matter with these dogs. These dogs, you can just totally count off because they're stupid. These dogs doesn't matter. These dogs.
Says the expert that drinks online and shows that he's not going to want his sons back. That has mental health problems and needs help. Remember this?
Right now, I'm just so fucked up. I don't know anybody in my life, but I do right now. I've never wanted to hurt anybody ever in my life. But right now, I could kill somebody.
Is this a warning? Is it now time that people stepped in to help these parasites before it's too late? Is Don Wells warning people he's about to kill? Could someone push his buttons too far? Could this be near the end? And that if the police don't intervene and get them help, could not only we lose Summer Moon Utah Wells, but the boys will lose both parents. Is there any way anyone can save them? Not because these parasites deserve it, but Summer loves them. The boys love them. And it doesn't matter what we think of them. We can't let the kids hurt anymore. So are they just going to watch this destruction, this bomb go off? Is Don Wells going to end up losing it so much that one of them break completely?
Yeah, but they may be long gone. I'm just saying.
Now, if I had any idea, I'd be right up their asshole right now.
So if Don Wells gets the wrong information, like what happened to us a bit the other 4 days ago, when we got the wrong information and someone could have got hurt. So say someone says, let's get Don Wells and tell him that it's someone it isn't. and he loses it and kills an innocent person. Should not the police see this now, an order, a court order, to just put them in temporary custody, a mental health facility, something to stop these hurting others and themselves? Or is this just all a laugh and a joke? Because what the Mr. Angel sees is something serious happening here. Look at his eyes closely. It's a man on the edge. A man that was already unstable in many ways. Thinking a 5-year-old could give permission to have a relationship. Admitting essay wise sisters. Having emotions going from one to another, to another, to another. Hurting animals, destroying animals. Is it going to be too late? Does any more lives need to be hurt here? Now, I couldn't care less, and everyone knows my feelings against these two parasites. But for Summer, that's her mum and dad. And I don't want the boys or Summer hurt. Should we see more?
I promise you. If I had a clue, if I had anything to go on, I'd be right up their ass right now.
And the boys didn't see anything either?
No, we're not allowed to talk to the boys about that.
What?
Now remember, Don said he had a gag order not to talk about the boys, when in fact it was a gag order for him not to talk to the boys. Now you're going to see how much social services, the CPS, is actually protecting the boys. You know, the ones that are supposed to protect them. Listen to this.
Hi.
Isn't that fucking crazy?
That
Have you
is
ever
crazy.
heard any bullshit like this in your entire fucking life?
Why
I'm
can't
not
you
allowed to talk to my fucking boys about my daughter. What the fuck kind of shit's that?
That's crazy. Why not?
I've never even. Right? How do you process it? How do you deal with it? I had to sneak the other day when I was with Josie. I had to sneak and talk to him. Like,
do you understand the implications of what Don's just said there? Maybe you don't. Maybe you're looking at it and thinking, well, at least he got to talk to his boy, yeah. And what if his boy was in fear? And they've only just started opening up to the police about Summer, their childhood and everything, so they can get help. So let's put aside the hate for Don Candice for 1 minute. And let's listen to the implication that actually could be what he just done there. The boys need to trust to be able to open up so they can get therapy. They need to trust so if they have anything that's on their mind, for them not to fester inside their heart and soul. And Don has just physically shown them that no way will they be safe anywhere. So even under severe, strong supervision, this man was able to take a child that is frightened of him, that does not want to go back and live there, aside in the quiet in front of CPS, and could have told him anything, including no matter how protected you think you and your brothers are, you're not. Make sure your brothers don't talk. These poor boys won't be able to tell them their feelings, their thoughts to their counsellors. They'll have to swallow every pain they feel, every fear, of a fear of knowing that now they're not even safe to talk, because at any time their dad can get them on their own. Don't believe me? Just listen.
I had to sneak and talk to him about his sister. I can't believe this shit. I can't even talk to my son.
So let's have a look at what Don could possibly talk to his son about his sister that he doesn't already know. Exactly nothing. We still haven't found her. She's still missing. Don won't talk like that. You've heard him talk to his sons. When he was on that Ferris wheel and he was cracked, he was telling them they were going to die to hold on tight. Instead of nurturing them and saying, don't worry, I'm here, nothing's going to happen to you. It's very rare, don't be frightened. He tormented them. So what do you think he's going to do when he pulls the eldest aside? Don't worry about your sister. We're going to find her. Everything's going to be okay. Really. Honest to God, believe that.
About their fucking own sister. What the fuck?
Are they in therapy now?
No, I'm not allowed to talk.
Now remember, he's not allowed to ask them questions. Any questions. For a reason. Now the boys won't talk again. Because of CPS and their lack of care for these children. So, Ronnie Lawson, it's your silence and the fact you can't get off your good-for-nothing arse and start to look at the people and say, these are no longer a suspect. This is no longer a suspect. These aren't no longer a suspect. But no, you just say, everyone's a suspect. The whole world's a suspect. Easy to say, right, guys? And in the meantime, Don Wells is breaking every law, every rule. In the meantime, Don and Candice are taunting themselves with alcohol and drugs and hurting each other. Now, you know full well how I feel about these two. But they are now going into mentally ill. And we can't allow dangerous people like this into the communities. I am now very worried about our mystery angels and the sunshiners that live in this area. Because if Don Well wants to go on a spree, he's allowed his guns. He's got guns in the house. The police know about it and not do nothing. What if one day he gets upset? Or he sees a 5-year-old child and is angry at the parents because they left them outside playing? Are we going to wait until this man hurts again? Or can't the police put him under supervision under the Mental Health Act and Candice and step in and help them? Not because they're parasites, but the fact is that there's Summer and the boys' mum and dad. And no matter what, it would cripple them, especially the boys, to lose their mum. Might not be their dad, but their mum. To save the boys any more mental anguish. To have to deal with not only their sister going missing, the possibility of their mum and dad being involved and grandmother. But a possibility that they would have to deal with a father going crazy and shooting and killing their mother and loads of people. This can be prevented right now. This is the last warning, the last step, before Donald Wells and Candice Blywells lose it completely and do some harm to themselves or the boys further. Because each time that they do something, it's going to destroy mentally, emotionally and physically, the boys. And is it going to get to the point where them boys are going to end up in an institution because they're not safe out like their uncle, their grandma's brother? They have a delicate mental health because of the addictions that both parents suffer, of the SA and the abuse that all of them have suffered. Are we just going to sit back and watch this happen and say nothing till it's too late? What about the children and the adults in the Beach Creek area? Don't they deserve to be safe? Isn't this a warning that Don can't control what or who he is no more? That they need saving from themselves, and the whole of Tennessee needs saving from these two. And the boys need saving, having to deal with memories of parents killing themselves or each other, or killing people, or even worse, not only finding out that they hurt their sister, but also hurt them further. It will be too late. The boys are going to have a hard time trying to deal with all that's going on now.
According to welfare and the courts and everything, I'm not allowed to talk to my boys about their missing sister. Like, what the fuck? Like, she's a ghost? What?
Do I need to say any more? Do I need to say any more with about what he just said? She a ghost? What does that even mean? A normal person would say something like, what, I can't even talk to the sister and the sister's missing? Or the sister's been taken and they won't even let me talk to my children about it. But my answer to that would be, well, what do you know about it? Nothing. So what possibly could you tell your children about their missing sister that they don't already know? There's no new evidence, no new talking, no new stories, no new anything. So what have you got to talk to the boys about Summer? The only thing is the memories. Do you remember when we went on the slides? Do you remember when you guys did fishing? Do you remember? That is what they need right now. Not constant reminder their sister's missing and tormented. This man is not stable enough to be talking to children that are in care because of what they've gone through. But does anyone care?
What the fuck is this? I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't get that either.
I don't understand it.
That's
No,
odd.
it blows my mind away.
So let's get back to this. Remember who this guy is? Benny Keys. And this is Don and Candice.
I am learning through this
my
all
statement.
the hate.
Now I'm doing this for a reason. I need you to stay with me, guys, a little bit longer, okay?
Hold on.
Now, at this stage, Benny knows full well, as you can see, he's watching Don. He understands what's going on. Don is being talked to by Hope, which is a group of people who investigate missing children and work with their families, which they've been doing pretty much about 3 weeks in. For you guys who don't know who these people are. Now, there's a reason why I'm doing this, because a certain content creator was ripping everybody and calling everybody names and saying, how dare you do this? How dare you lot show What? I'm going to show you again. How dare you lot do that? You're disgusting. What about the boys? Now, this was done a month ago. We'll get to it, guys. Stay with me.
Good to go?
I just lost him.
Oh no, we're here. Touches everyone and has many subjects on so many different topics like kindness,
Caring, peace.
Now, remember, Benny has noticed that Don is not stable. Benny has noticed that Candace was not stable. Remember how Benny is doing this while both of them are under the influence of drugs and alcohol. Remember this, because I'm about to show you someone who's not only two-faced, but is probably the most double-sided, flip-flopping person out of the whole of YouTube.
Happiness.
A total hypocrite. Stay with me, guys.
Support. Exception. I am learning through this mistake of the hate.
There. He notices Candice and everything. And he, boy, wants them clicks, doesn't he, guys? Hold on, hang it. So everyone knows this is Miss Molly Golightly and her friends on the panel. And this is Don. If anyone knows Summer Wells's dad, who believes 5-year-olds, yes, 5-year-olds can have a relationship with an older person and understand it. That's his belief.
So we're just gonna pretend that your sister never existed. Like, what the fuck is this?
Now that's what he should have said. Not, she's a ghost. But he should have said that, oh, you want me not to talk to my boys like their sister doesn't exist? That would be the perfect reaction to that. Not, so she's like a ghost. See the slip-ups. Remember, they're drunk and high on drugs and distressed. The brain is functioning on a level where it needs to tell the truth.
Did you ask
Oh
them
my
why?
gosh, it just blows my mind.
Did you ask them
Yeah, I
why?
tried to ask him about, like, you're just not allowed to talk about, huh? Do what?
Me?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. Sorry.
Oh no, I was saying, did you ask the police or whoever why you can't speak to them about it?
I asked the welfare case workers about it. Yeah, you're just not allowed to talk about her. I'm like, in my mind, I'm just freaking out. You know, I'm not allowed to talk to my boys about their sister that's been fucking abducted. Really?
So I'm not allowed to talk about to my boys about their sister. Let's think about that for a second. My boys about their sister. What a detachment. It's almost like, you know, when you have siblings that are half siblings to someone else, and they say, yeah, these are my kids, but this is their half sister. Right? Yeah, you getting it now? What I'm talking about? So, Don turning around and saying half sister. Yeah. What is he saying there? He's detached himself from Summer completely. Because that statement should have said, I can't talk with my boys about my daughter. Okay, so you can say they're drunk, they've got drugs inside them, they're angry and all that, but yet still, The brain is a totally different matter to alcohol and stuff. It tells the truth. It shows you a truth behind a wall.
Oh my gosh.
What
It
did the
just
police?
blows me away.
What did the police say about the whole situation? Not about the boys. I'm saying in general, just about the whole situation.
What they've told me, like I said, when I was in jail.
Right, so we all know what happened here. Now, there's a lot of people saying Don was not arrested that time and it was all made up. Well, he's just admitted it, guys. He was arrested that weekend and he was released and then rearrested, then released. The guy won't even pay for his sons in prison. He's not going to pay for his sons in care.
Okay, they took me into a holding cell, and they talked to me for like an hour and a half, and said, "Look, Mr. Wells, okay, look, you might not see what we're doing, but look, we look like you guys said. You know, they said we love your daughter like you do. We want you to understand that we're doing everything we possibly can."
Blah, 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 blah. So we leave Mr. Wells here for a moment and Miss Molly Golightly. And we come back to this. Now, I'm flip-flopping because I'm about to show you the most hypocritical YouTuber on the whole of YouTube. This was done weeks apart from each other, okay?
Hold on,
Good to go?
I just lost you.
We're here.
Yeah,
Okay, here we go.
sorry, I just went to the room.
I am learning through this.
Yes, sir.
No worries. No worries, brother. I am learning. Where was I at here? I'm sorry, Don. I am learning this through all the hate, but mostly through
I'm sorry.
all the love, kindness, caring, and support being pulled together to help search and find my daughter, Summer Wells. Summer was kidnapped on June 15th, 2021.
Now, according to Benny, Don had wrote this, right? So why is he saying to Don, hey, listen? Because Don's never heard it before. Somebody wrote it for Benny and Benny has wrote it. And this is the first time Don has heard it. Watch Don's reaction each time Benny says and reads.
That was the start of our nightmare. No one on this earth should have to ever endure. But many of us are enduring it. It needs talked about and addressed ASAP due to the fact the issue is getting worse by the second. Since the abduction of my beautiful daughter, at least 15 other children have been reported missing. Would I have known this information if my daughter had not been directly victimized at the hands of her kidnapper? The answer is most likely not. I also ask how many of you obtained this information before hearing it directly from me. One might think, well, it doesn't affect me because I don't live in Tennessee or I don't live in their direct area.
Not even find words to it. It is a going through all able to just the worst nightmare email.
Sorry, but it's boring me.
God bless you, my brother. God bless you and thank you so much.
See how he keeps nodding in agreement with that statement. But yet, we're made to believe that Don wrote that statement. We're meant to believe that Benny's reading it on his behalf because apparently Don can't read. Although if you remember on Voices Behind the Wall, no less themselves, Don was reading from a scripture with his sister's glasses. These people really believe that we're all stupid. But except for one thing. We're on the side of Summer Moon Utah Wells and the boys and every child out there with parents and their friends like this. But this isn't all. This is about a YouTuber that attacked other YouTubers, blamed them. Well, we'll soon find out in a sec. So, let's get back to this. Now we're going to hear Don and Candace hit each other, shout, scream, call each other names. But that's not what this is about. This is not what this is about.
They haven't accused you of Candace or anything, right? Guys, I heard
Man,
about
hey, you have to. I have 7 alibis.
Why would you need 7 alibis? Gee, let's have a look at that for a second, my angels. Alibi number 1. Hey, Judge, do you buy that one? Nah, not really. Should we not go with that then? No. Throw that out and try another one. Okay, hold on, Judge. I've got 6 more. How about this one, Judge? Is this a good enough alibi for you? So you don't have to sentence me? Nah, that's still... Nah, see, that can be changed. Get rid of that. Any more? What have you got, Don? Here, look, you choose me one that you know I would get away with. Oh, that's a perfect one there. There's your alibi, Don. There you go. Yes, Judge, this is what I was doing. Here's my alibi. Yes, Sheriff Lawson, do you agree with that? Did you investigate? Yes, we agree with it. He is done it. Let's exonerate him. Hey, Candace, have you got an alibi? Because you're a stay-at-home mom.
What?
If not more. Baby, don't break.
Of course I have. My mother. Really? Well, let's ask your husband if you've got an alibi, shall we? Okay, then, no problem.
My fucking door. Come on. Really?
Well, you were at work.
Come on.
Don't break the fucking door.
Open it then.
You dumb bitch.
Excuse for the language, and there's going to be trigger warnings, okay, guys? But excuse for the language.
Oh, you're gonna call me a dumb
You
bitch?
break my fucking door.
Yeah, fuck you.
You dumb motherfucker.
You're fucking hard.
No, he
I
said
have
he had
7
to go
alibis. I have 7 alibis. Candace ain't
Well,
got
you-
none. She's going
You
down.
were at work.
Why doesn't the woman just shut up so it can be heard clearly? I hate it when people do that. I get they're not experts in that, but Jesus, lady, can't you just keep quiet when you hear him talk? Because he's going to say something and you're going to talk over him and everyone's going to get confused.
Right?
Yep. Yep.
And they've always said you were at work.
Yep.
And then
Plus, I have
How
a
did-
good friend named Starlink. My buddy
Did you hear who that name is? Want to hear it again?
named Starlink. And, yeah, Starlink.
now, Don, I've heard the story from other people, but I would love to hear from you, like what actually happened that day. Because I've only
Now, here comes a trigger warning. There's going to be, you heard at the beginning, it was 7 o'clock. You heard at the beginning that someone was wearing shorts, black shorts and a pink top. When in fact she was wearing a pink and grey and white hoodie and also grey trousers, dark grey trousers to black, right? Depending on the way you look at it. And Don Wells has said 5:30 all the way through. And it wasn't until Candace kept correcting him, he said, oh yeah, it's got to be 6:30. I get confused. Well, listen to this, guys. It didn't sound confused to me.
heard it from like Chris McDouche and a couple of other people, but I would love to hear
If you don't
from
break
you
the door,
what
please.
happened that day.
Whatever,
Please don't break the
Starling.
door. Please don't break the door.
I asked you a question.
What?
And you asked, okay, Starling,
I was talking to her. What?
stop lying.
She asked me What? What's your question? What? I'm listening. Come on, man. What?
I'm not real itches. I asked you questions.
I'm supposed to show your ass live on fucking. I'm live. Stop it. It's fucking live, you dumbass.
No, it's not.
It is.
No, it isn't.
Can't stop.
Just bear with me, guys. I know you've heard this over and over and over again, but this is important. Okay? Because Miss Molly Golightly, like her or hate her, most I don't understand. I don't mind. I've got no qualms with this lady at all. You know, but every content creator who played this video had the most biggest hypocritical content creator give them hell. One moment. Now, I have my own issues with this content creator. Well, actually, I liked her up to the fact until I found out, because she is straightforward, right? As honest as she can be with what she's got. And I like her diversity in her understanding of things, right? And the fact that she give a parasite, an evil demon, a chance to get into everyone's house and penetrate the internet and put hate in everyone's heart and mistrust. But hey, apart from that, you know, but then I was starting to like her again. She was going off doing other things, wasn't letting Don online, making people hurt, stuff like that, keeping him quiet. And she admits it herself in her live stream. So this is a disclaimer. I am doing this content creator to educate people and also to protect people on the internet from people like this who are two-faced. Are you ready? This is the content creator I'm talking about, Miss Shear herself. This is what she did about her life. Now, what she did, you're going to hear. So a trigger warning, you're going to hear ridicule content creators. And she's going to tell you she did something. Well, I'll let her explain it to you better.
So, let's right away, because I'll show these a few times, but I am going to just show a little bit. I knew what was going on last night, but I didn't watch. We left the stream we did last night, and we went and I think we watched, did we watch a movie? Or we watched Seinfeld for sure, and then we went to bed. So I woke up this morning and I was afraid to even look, but I did. And I just saw my feed and...
Okay, guys. So, it's on normal speed. So, just to make sure that everyone, she does talk that fast. Okay. So remember, she went to bed, watched Seinfeld, fell asleep, woke up, and then this is what she says.
Right away, talk.
The reason why I'm doing this is because I'd like Miss Shear to explain it to you. So I can't be accused of twisting words or cutting things out or anything. I'm an honest person, and I want Miss Shear to explain.
To Don, I talked to him at 7:30 this morning. We texted a little bit and then called. And yeah, Candace was still not doing okay at all. It sounded like they still hadn't slept, but she was still crying and everything. I'm not sure which one was the first one. What's that say? So just checking if they're all okay.
So this was the text messages Miss Shear got, right? From Don. That next morning from where I just showed you.
do have recordings of exactly what happened last night, but we tried our damnedest not to air that kind of shit. Whether you think it's wrong or right, I think it's wrong. In fact, I changed my mind on everything, and Mr. Shares deleted everything. We don't have any more recordings of Don and Candace.
Okay, you heard that clearly, right? They woke up in the morning and then she deleted all the content, right? That she had. All the recordings. Because she was going to release them slowly to get the clicks and shares, right? Which, fair enough. The clicks and likes. The clicks and money, right? Watch this.
Everything's deleted. I'm not going to share it anymore. Because now, at least in this, I've learned, like, for myself, I know, like, I don't want to be that person. Because looking at it, these boys are going to see all of this, and that's not helpful to them. You can say that the Wells deserve this. That's fine if you think that. That's fair enough on you guys to think that. Because even Don himself is saying that's fair enough, like, we fucked up, okay?
Well, you see, here's another thing. It's not a content creator's fault. It's the fault of the person who gives them the content, right? It's the behaviour of the mother and father who thinks, should we be doing this? But this hasn't happened just once where you can understand it, fair enough. It's a mistake, right? Don and Candice does this all the time. But listen to what Cher says. It's important.
I'm not defending his actions at all. That's not what I'm doing. He knows he's wrong, but I can't defend the people who have knowingly told them it's okay to come on panels drinking and smoking pot or whatever. I actually always did the opposite and told him to be on my platform. I wanted him to look nice, dress nicely, be sober.
Right, you heard that, right? So, what's this all about then? This happened weeks ago. Benny was way aware of Don's state of mind and Candice's. He was watching them self-destruct while he was still reading the so-called testimony of Don when really he wrote it. Did Cher say anything? Nope. Did Cher destroy all her copies of her stuff? Nope. Did Cher say, Benny, I don't believe this, get rid of it now? Nope. But let's see what Miss Cher has to say about this.
All right, I'm gonna have to go. She don't think we're live and shit, okay? And she's fucking going off and acting like an alcoholic. I have to get off here now.
That's fine.
I
Thank you
appreciate
so much
y'all.
for talking to us.
Don, I'll
All right,
talk to you later.
all right, bye.
Thank you so much.
Bye,
Okay.
Candace.
Let's put your
Thank
dick away, girl.
Yeah, this fucking live, you dumb bitch. You act stupid, man.
I just discussed my back. That's all I asked.
Fucking live, you fucking bitch.
There you go, guys, the hit. You can hear his voice change, and anyone with SA knows that hit very well by the voice change as he swings for her. Right? That's not what this is about. This is about what Miss Cher says, the content creator, that allowed her friend for weeks to show Donald Wells and Candice Wells in a light that could have destroyed the boys first and said nothing. Did she destroy the recordings that time and say, how dare you, that's disgusting? No, she just did it this time.
Have no sunglasses on. Like, I was not willing to show any of that. And now after seeing today, I'm not going to show any of that. I was going to show it after Dr. Phil episode because I
want clicks and shares and, yeah, money and stuff like that, right? Now you're going to hear Cher not only talk about which content creators done it, but actually dox them. Here we go. But never mentions Benny in any of these.
Last night, and I can't do that because these very people, Doug, I'm no thanks, Doug, literally knew that these guys were drinking and smoking pot and still.
But hold on a minute, Miss Cher. So did Benny. See Don's eye all swollen. Benny had talked to them before that. He still carry on. Listen.
There it is, guys. Sorry, Don.
He apologizes to Don. Look at Benny's face. He's just shown Candace and Don in a horrific light. Naked, drunk, on drugs. In a really bad state. They'd just been to court that day to be told that they'd been charged with child abuse case, neglect, all that lot. For clicks, Benny did this. Did Cher mention his name? Well, let's see, shall we? Let's see Miss Cher mention everybody's name that knows about Don and Candace's conditions and brings them up, shall we?
Like, encouraged them to do that. Come hang out with us. Oh, I've smoked pot too today. Oh, I took 2 shots today too. You're good. Just come on panel. They want.
Now remember, that's what Benny says, because Benny also drinks and also says things like that and takes drugs. And Benny's often said, hey, come on, mate, I've had 2 shots, and then drinks a load of stuff. And then on top of that, shows how many gummies he eats. The edibles. Let's see if Cher mentions his Benny's name, shall we?
Wanted this. So as much as everyone thinks this is Don and Candace, I'm also blaming all of them because they encouraged this to happen and they took them at a very vulnerable moment. Whether they're guilty or innocent, this is a vulnerable time for them because they are not in their right mind frame.
So where's Benny, Cher? Where's Benny doing this? Why didn't you, when Benny did this, come out with this weeks ago? Why didn't you destroy all that you copied weeks ago?
Whether they are guilty, not guilty, they are not mentally stable either freaking way, and you knew it. You literally told them to come on and drink and do drugs with you guys. I hope you're fucking proud of yourself.
And yet nothing on Benny, which happened a month previous. I don't know, what would you guys call it exactly?
How can you be proud of that? It's disgusting.
Right, how can you be proud of that? It's disgusting, right? Cher praised Benny for doing this. Well done, Benny, for reading it out.
That was so awesome. Thank you, Benny, for reading that. I could never read it like you, brother.
They're thanking each other. The blind leading the blind, right?
Molly Golightly, you are trash. I've unsubscribed and I feel confident in calling you trash now. And I actually think people should leave trash cans on your front lawn because that shit is funny. Okay? Trash. Doug, I'm no thanks. Trash. trash, trash. The lab, trash.
So I'll leave you with that, guys. Because according to Cher, everyone else is not allowed to have any access to Don and Candice. No access. Nobody, according to Cher, except her and her friend Benny. Anyone else who gets Don Wells on there in any state to talk is trash, according to this YouTuber. And her philosophy, the only people who's allowed to do this and abuse these mentally ill people are Benny, her friends, and her. Welcome to Open Doors Podcast. If you stayed for this long, thank you so much. I hope to bring you some more breaking news. For now, I'll see you in a while, my crocodiles.